a weekly news podcast about all things nerdy in Newstown. I'm your host, Leslie. I'm totally Leslie and not someone who has stolen her body.
Oh, I've got so many questions now.
About nerd things, because that's what we talk about on this podcast.
I revoke your invitation, alien spawn.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe that's a vampire thing.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
I think we're mixing metaphors.
You look like Leslie.
Yeah, totally.
I'm fine.
100%.
So,
You want to say your name, or are we just...
Xanar? Sure, I'm Banana Pants Montgomery.
Yes, my old friend Banana Pants.
Ha! That was a test.
Oh no, I've been found out.
I'm actually Jared. Or as the nerds call me, Jam Master J.
What?
Skillipa.
No one calls you that.
Remember before we started podcasting how we were doing scat music on our microphones?
We agreed we weren't going to talk about that.
Microphones
That
are
was
fun.
that was before recording time, so it doesn't happen. Okay, let's talk about the news. Okay, so we have a new trailer for Ready Player One, which is coming out in March.
I read that with my reading balls.
I tried.
Yeah. So it comes out in March, so oh, so that's coming right up.
It is. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I have positive feelings about Ready Player One, but what can I say about the book? The book was it's a love letter to 80s nostalgia. So if you are in the sweet spot of where all those references hit you, good for you, and I am. So it's like, I know that reference point. I know that video game. I know that cultural touchstone. But if you're not...
Like me?
Yeah. Then...
Yeah, see, I was born a little bit too late into the 80s and also was not raised in a household that...
had fun.
I was going to say enjoyed media, but yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's you got a kid in a dystopian future who, for circuitous plot reasons that I don't think I'll explain here, is obsessed with 80s nostalgia, video games, movies. So a lot of the book feels like an excuse for the author to wallow in these cultural touchstones. You know, why do we care about the arcade game Joust? Why do we care about...
But a lot of people care about that a lot. Right.
Yeah, the book was a smash hit.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not saying there isn't any quality to the book outside of those reference points. It's a pretty fun.
It was
fun
those
future
reference
story.
points that finally got me to stop reading it, because it to me, as someone who doesn't know those things, it read to me as one of those fantasy books where like everything is like, it's not a rabbit, it's a quicknar.
Yeah.
And their word for love is Jehuzabub.
Yeah, if you don't know the references it's making...
It's just all alien. Like, it
gibberish.
Yeah, it's just gibberish for no reason. So it disinvited me from enjoying it pretty quickly.
Well, yeah. I think invitation is the key word there, because it puts a lot of cachet on the idea of celebrating the initiated rather, to these references. So if you're a reader and reading along and you don't understand what they're talking about, in a way, the book is almost actively
antagonistic almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know these points of trivia that become the life or death currency of this universe.
My concern with it, because I know people do love it, but looking at the trailer, it looks like they changed quite a bit.
They had to. I don't think they're going to make a mass release movie that really depends on you, loving Lady Pac-Man. It's just I'm sure they didn't do that.
Well, I don't know. I might go see it. It might be more interesting as a visual.
Although, what was that Adam Sandler game or movie where Pac-Man came to life?
Oh God, what was that? Pixels or something?
We all know what a hit that was.
We all know how that went.
Yeah.
It was great for everyone, I think. Emmys all around.
Yeah, there's so much fun they could have with this movie, because a lot of this book takes place in a virtual world where the rules of physics are kind of always changing, and there are people who can cheat at it.
I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah, it ought to be a pretty cool spectacle one way or another.
Yeah. All right. So next up,
Oh,
earlier this week, we got news that Quentin Tarantino
I know him.
was possibly interested or possibly offered, it's not clear, the position as director for a Star Trek movie.
What?
Yeah, right? But wait, it gets weirder because Patrick Stewart just recently, like today, okay, so Sunday, for those of you who are listening to this on Monday, Patrick Stewart would return to Star Trek, like the new movies, if Quentin Tarantino directed it.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Is there a sign in my front yard that says Dead Ferengi Storage? Oh, wow. Does he actually love Star Trek, or is this just... What is happening?
I don't know if Quentin Tarantino loves Star Trek, but I do know that Patrick Stewart loves Quentin Tarantino.
Well, yeah.
So that would be interesting.
Oh, man.
What would that look like?
Right now I'm picturing Sir Patrick Stewart in that yellow bodysuit from Kill Bill, and like he just
Beautiful.
he walks onto the deck of like a Klingon ship, and then we get that wah 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 battle music.
And then there's just Klingon like ninjas
Oh man!
everywhere.
Worf throws him a bat'lath, and then
Yes.
oh my god, we just have a 15-minute scene of him creating rivers of blood.
Yes.
I'm talking myself into this.
Yeah, no, I'm back on board. I wasn't sure, but I'm on board now.
I don't know what the downside to
I
this
can't
is.
think of one. Less lens flares, probably.
How did this news get out? What's going on?
I don't know, and I don't care. It's just all rumors at this point. I'm not sure. I was really surprised about the negative backlash to a Tarantino Star Trek. Like most of what I saw on Twitter was people being like, "No way, no." Blah. But I'm starting to think that there is not a director that Star Trek fans would be happy about.
Well, I've heard people make the argument that Star Trek isn't so much a story; it's a place. You know, it's a setting.
That makes me want to barf a little bit.
Well, what I'm saying is, what you can do with that idea is let him do a story within the universe of Star Trek.
Okay, that would be interesting. So, like, I would like to see Star Trek go a little bit more the Star Wars path, where, like, now there are Star Trek stories.
Yeah.
Like, let's stop following the same characters. Let's explore this world a little bit.
Yeah, who gives a shit about the flagship? Let's pan to
I
let's
like
pan to a third tier battle cruiser, heading to some alien system.
Or just some away team abandoned on a planet. There's all sorts of stuff.
Or fuck it, let's do straight Pulp Fiction, where he jumps from story to story within a starship, and some of them overlap.
I could totally be behind that.
That would be so awesome.
That'd be great.
Especially if every third word was fuck.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, more swearing in Star Trek for sure. I think we've
My God.
I mean, I wasn't sure about this at the beginning, but I think we've talked ourselves into this idea. I
think if you're Quentin Tarantino, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong about his cachet, but I feel like you can kind of do what you want at this point. If he wants to do a Star Trek movie, I want to see that.
Do it. Mr. Tarantino, you have our permission.
Yeah.
To take on this project if you'd like.
Yeah.
We encourage you.
If you need a consultant, please look me up.
Hell, if you need someone to go get coffee,
please look us up.
All right.
If you need somebody to run to the dry cleaners with Patrick Stewart's bodysuit.
We've a much more positive week this week than last week, by the way.
Did we?
Yeah, and I knew this was going to happen. Like, Christmas is coming up, so all of the exciting stuff that's happening next year is coming out.
Yeah, I have the memory of a goldfish.
Oh, last week you were sad.
Oh, okay. I'm happy this week.
Okay, good. So let me make you sad again? Maybe sad. I don't know. I'm interested to see what your face does when I bring up the next story.
Hang on, I'm still thinking about Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, okay.
Reservoir Romulans? Does that work?
No.
Reservoir Ferengis?
No. How long are we going to do this bit?
I don't know.
Can we be done now?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Anyway, prepare your face for the next for the next 3 words because I know you watched the trailer.
All right.
Battle
Facebooker.
Angel Aleta.
Oh my god.
It was a good expression. Yeah, that was worth it.
She looks like
Anime is real, Jared.
no, it's not. What does she look like?
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say I like it. Because if we're going to do CGI until we figure out how to do CGI, let's just jump into Uncanny Valley. Let's just jump in and roll around in the mud.
She looks like a deep sea angler fish went through a transporter with a suicide girl.
Okay, I need to pick. Okay, so deep sea anglerfish got like the big eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Went through they had a transporter accident.
Right.
With a suicide girl, did you say?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm there. All right. That took a minute. I had to take the journey step by step, but I'm with you now. I see it.
She looks like a shaved lemur who was taught to ride a motorcycle.
Or like an eye, like one of those eyes.
Yeah, an eye.
Yeah. Look it up, people. AYE. Google it.
I mean, I guess they have to. They know what they're doing, right?
No, they don't.
They must be embracing this creepiness.
That is really generous.
Why did they do the thing? Say the name of it again.
Battle Angel Aleta.
Battle Angel Aleta.
I mean, this is based on a manga, right?
Oh, no shit.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Sometimes you don't know the animus.
Yeah, I know, but I saw the trailer, and this could only come from the twisted passages of anime.
How dare you, first of all. Second of all, no, I like it. I think that if we're going to make crazy CGI weird alien girls, let's just not make them human at all.
Well, I'm interested. I mean, I don't know. Maybe this can be what the new Blade Runner should have been. I don't know. It seems to be following sort of thematic threads.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Although that's not unique to Blade Runner.
It's such a trope now. Like, is robot fun in the trash that wants to feel.
Yeah.
And doesn't remember anything. But this one's sexy.
It's the Teddy Ruxpin trope.
Oh, man.
Is what I like to think of
wish
it
this
as.
was a Teddy Ruxpin movie.
Just a sexy robot.
No. Okay, that's not the part I wanted to. Never mind. Although the furries might appreciate that.
I do hope that you have to put cassettes in and out of her to make her work.
That would be great.
Please flip tape. Wah!
Anyway, so that's happening.
Interesting.
Yeah, sometime next year.
Inglorious Romulans? Does that work?
No, just stop trying to make it work.
All right.
Here's what I'm excited about.
Wait, are we done talking about Battle Angel Lolita?
Do we have anything else to add to Battle Angel Lolita?
She's got a weird face.
She does have a weird face and like really big eyes.
When is that? Do we know when that's out?
Next year sometime.
Next year, okay.
Yeah.
I guess they're probably trying to put out images of her now to inoculate us to it.
Like
so
we'll
that
slowly
we can
become accustomed to it.
so that we can think about anything besides her huge catfish eyes.
They're going to have to do a lot more work before I'm ready.
Yeah. All right. You know who Peter Lorre is?
No.
All right. He was Igor, I believe, from Young Frankenstein.
Oh, yeah.
If he were alive today, he could have just played her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just with a wig.
Mm-hmm.
Walk this way. All right. Okay, we can move on.
Frodrick.
Frodrick.
So I'm excited because Netflix is coming out with a Witcher series.
Oh, we know him.
Yeah. I hated the first 2 videos because I worked at GameStop while the first 2 video games came out, and I remember I think somebody pre-ordered the first game for me because I remember that I got not only the game but like the pack, like it came with a bunch of stuff, including part of the first novel.
Oh God, I've heard that's terrible.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
Yeah, but is it sexy?
Oh, it's so sexy and it's so bad. Like I think he's getting a blowjob on page 1, if I remember correctly. So like
from a demon.
I knew nothing about this video game, and I'm like reading this, and I'm like, why? And so then I play it, and it's just basically that.
Yeah.
So when I heard that the third one was good, I did not believe it.
Yeah, I played the first 2 a little bit and couldn't get into them.
But the third one is really good.
Yeah.
Like, the third one is genuinely enjoyable and well written and interesting. And okay, it is totally a male power fantasy where you are trying to get laid all the time. But I do like that you mostly fail at getting laid. And the few
that
times,
is a fun thing to do with that game series.
Yes. And the few times that I did get laid, it almost always ended up bad for me.
Yeah. Oh shit, you're a dragon, aren't you?
Yeah, that's not a stretch. It's
Oh,
not.
really? Oh,
No.
well. Hey, he fights monsters for a living.
Right.
These things are going to happen.
Yeah. So I loved it, and I'm excited about the series. And it's we now know it is coming out in May, and that it is going to be written by Lauren Schmidt, who wrote Daredevils and the Defenders.
Okay, cool.
Daredevil makes me think, okay, yeah, good. The Defenders,
I don't really know much about the Defenders.
I don't know. I wasn't a fan, but I don't know. I she makes me a little nervous because I think she's a little bit, in my experience, she's really good when she's really good, but she's not consistent.
Well, that is so far away from the most negative thing you could have said about
No.
it. So that's...
I don't think it's bad news. It's
Yeah.
definitely like, I will check it out news.
Okay, cool. What's the main character's name in Witcher? I always forget
I
it.
think it's just The Witcher.
Yeah, he has a name, though. He has a name that's one of those fantasy names where they take a very normal name and then try to throw some fantasy dust on it. Like Tim Dothy. Or like, my name is Marksness of Riverwall.
I'm Googling it because I forgot, so make up some more
I am
fake names.
Cetharius.
Oh, god damn it. Their website is protected, so I can't.
Call me Smeggery.
Oh, I forgot that it's like the #1 Polish
I am
novel.
Gerono.
Like the #1 novel in Poland. Geralt of Rivia.
Yep, there it is.
There we go.
Geralt.
Geralt.
What was it? Gerald?
No, it's with a T. It's Geralt. You have to
Jared?
lean into the T.
Jerry? Is that?
You wish it was Jared.
Gerald.
Rivia. And no one likes him even though he's so very handsome and strong and smart.
People don't like me because of my haunted cat's eyes.
I'm totally buff and strong and look good with my shirt off, and yet I'm hated so much. I do love this series. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, I think at first it took itself a little too seriously, but now I think it's reached a point where it's willing to laugh at itself a little bit.
Yeah, there was definitely some silliness that I appreciated.
Word.
All right. The last thing I have
Okay, let's hear it.
is Death Stranding.
Oh, god damn it.
There is a new trailer for Death Stranding. Yeah.
I
You're
hated
making
it.
noises, so I'm.
I mean, I know you're excited to play it, but I watched this trailer and I'm like, okay, this is gonna end with a black screen that just says Finn on it. It's like the worst film school student project version of edgy. Like, oh, what is he? He's a man. He's a pork chop. Oh, the sky is gone, and now it's a baby. Oh, his fingers are celery. It's like, okay. But does it amount to anything? And so far, the trailers aren't showing me. I don't know. He's got celebrity cameos.
So many cameos.
So somebody believes in him. Because, all right, maybe Mads Mikkelsen will be in this game for money, but
I 100% believe Mads Mikkelsen chose this as an artistic thing.
well, I just don't feel like
That's very Mads Mikkelsen.
Guillermo del Toro is in it, and I don't feel like he just did it for a buck. So
No.
he must at least respect this creator.
I mean, this creator is very respected.
I know. I don't know.
Here's what makes me excited about it.
Yeah.
And if you haven't gone to see the trailer, you should. If you are easily creeped out, you should not.
you are easily creeped out, this probably
It's
won't
real
do
creepy.
it.
I was
disagree.
creeped out. Well, I also watched it like right before I went to sleep, though, in a dark room.
Yeah. Okay.
I was creeped out. Stop judging me.
We're gonna disagree on this.
Okay,
one.
so here's what I like about it. I like that a creator is intentionally trying to create a new genre, which he has said. Like, even if he completely fails at that, even if he totally fails at it, I appreciate approaching video games as something that can and should be disrupted and approached with imagination.
Yeah, I agree with you, but so far all I am seeing is cutscenes that make me think that the genre he's trying to create is YouTube pimple popping videos.
Ew.
I mean,
why would you say those words?
there are no gameplay images available, and so all we have are these computer animated films of, what's the next weird thing that's going to happen? Oh, maybe it's going to rain up instead of down. Genre breaking.
Well, the genre breaking will have to come with gameplay, which we have.
Yeah.
We have no example of. He has said that it is going to be a, quote, quasi-action game.
I guess I've played games where reality wasn't trustworthy and you had a sanity meter and things would get weirder and weirder.
Yeah.
If this game is going to succeed, it's going to have to succeed on a narrative level.
It is. But I mean, that's true of any video game.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm just not. I don't know. I question the choices, even though we are early in development. I'm not sure about the choices of what they've decided to show us at this point. Because right now we've got faceless monsters. Mm-hmm. We've got reality warping.
Mm-hmm. Something about a baby.
I've just seen it. I've seen it a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I was really disappointed with the sort of quasi...
militaristic stuff?
No, the quasi-religious stuff. Like, I feel like I've seen that a lot
of
before.
Course. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm holding out hope that it's going to be groundbreaking because I want that to be a thing that happens in video games.
It is certainly being framed to set the expectation that it will be groundbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah. I would like more creators to approach, just everything, movies, books, whatever, as like, all right, we're going to do something weird here.
Yeah.
There needs to be more of that.
I'm ready for it to win me over. Don't get me wrong.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope. What's it called again?
Death Stranding. And so I did some research about why. And my theory was that okay, so maybe this character, because he seems like so unperturbed by all the other stuff that's going around him, okay, well, maybe he is immortal in some way. He is looking at this stuff, but it's not as terrifying to him. So maybe he is stranded from death. But a more probable reading of the title is that it's a reference to cetacean stranding, which is when aquatic water life strands itself.
Ah.
And there's a lot of that in the trailer.
Interesting.
Yeah. But again, then... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
What if there's a scene in the new Star Trek movie where Data's there and he's like, do I look like a glitch to you? Then why are you trying to treat me like a glitch? Because of his programming? Because Quentin Tarantino? You're looking at me angrily.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, I guess. But I don't appreciate the result.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Much like I may one day feel about Death Stranding. And then now we've brought it full circle.
Tied it together.
All right. That's all I have for today.
Well, me too. I have some stuff cooking in the works.
I don't need to know about that. Okay, no one needs to know about that.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah, we'll keep that for next time.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Give us a review on iTunes if you have a second. That's how most people find the show. You can like us on Facebook and Twitter and shoot us a line if there's anything you want to hear more about or you're interested in or something we screwed up.
That's right. You can email us at newsgoblins@gmail.com if and you want. If in the spirit takes you.
And I hope you do because, we like to know that you are out there and that you appreciate us or that you think we should be doing something else.
That's right.
Like baking cookies.
Won't you be our neighbors?
Watching Tarantino films.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.
Have a great week. Bye.